And we're set as well as the Saints get ready to do battle with Matt Ryan and the Atlanta Falcons.
Younghoe Koo to kick.
NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. They're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. And they'll run the option to start the drive. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
They'll break the huddle and come out with 4 receivers, 3 of them to the right side, 2nd and 7. From the gun, here's Hill. And his throw is incomplete. He was trying to get it to his running back, Alvin Kamara. But now it'll be 3rd down.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Off the play fake to Kamara. It's Breeze. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown! Michael Thomas. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Saints have taken the early lead. Yes, Michael Thomas is a volume receiver, but he can also make some really big plays, especially with Drew Brees throwing the football.
I love the way you described it. Volume receiver who could also make big plays. In other words, if you underestimate him, he'll run past you or he'll just jump over the top of you and continue to make those big plays.
This will make it into the end zone. And Hall not going to bring this one out.
10-10 at their own 25-yard line.
Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Out of the gun, he'll throw. He's going to have the hook up to Gage. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. Remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck rule that they can fall back on anymore.
success on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And for the Saints here on third down, an extra defensive back on the field. From the gun, it's Ryan. And this is going to be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And here's Hoffrichter now, the punter, as he sends this one away. Harris to return. So the punt goes for 56 with a decent return of 13. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10.
32-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Out of the gun. Hill. He throws and he gets the slant out to Thomas. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
On the first down, keeper, and it's 2nd and 1.
Next, the receivers help spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Now this time, Breeze will throw. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
Check. Run.
Into the red zone, it's Breeze. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Drew Brees, his 2nd touchdown pass here in the opening quarter of this game. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8-ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This will make it into the end zone. And Hall not going to bring this one out.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up first and 10. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. And the tight end Luke Stocker was the target, but it's going to be second down.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
An incomplete pass leads to second and 10 from the 25. Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
On third down, Ryan. Kitter here, it's complete. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. Lined up a first down.
First down.
Here's Gurley. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
Gurley on the carry.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. Let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the shotgun, Ryan. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And shutting him off now open field. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Making back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick 6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. I'll tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
Luntz good on the extra point, and it's now 21-0. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And Hall not going to bring this one out.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Looking deep for Julio. That's caught at the 25. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line.
A 49-yard
A big play there, Ryan to Jones. 49 yards. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. 21-0 our score after one.
Score Saints 21, Falcons nothing.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, Ryan. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Incomplete.
You tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so they dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Ryan. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. To throw again is Ryan. 4th down after the New Orleans defense holds serve.
So many times we talk about coverage, we're just talking about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
So they do get 3 points, but that's now 3 drives with only the 3 points, not a ratio that's going to win you many ball games.
Not at all, Brandon, and think about it this way. We all know payoff is the key, right? And wouldn't we love to have the concession on every T-shirt that's been printed in football that says finish on it? Because that's the mantra everywhere. Got to be able to finish drives, put points on the board.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
Now, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them. Every move they make works. It clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Shotgun now for Breeze. And it's hauled in by Jared Cook. And he's taken down 35. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards.
10 at the 38-yard line.
Working from the gun, it's Breeze. Going deep, and that's caught inside the 30. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Drew Brees does it again. 3 first-half touchdown passes for him now. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route.
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And Hall not going to bring this one out.
10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Now on second down, this is Gurley. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable third down, because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
To throw on third down, Ryan escaping the pressure right. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
45-yard line.
So after the INT, it's Breeze. Looking long for Thomas. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked up by Devontae Casey. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Take over first down.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
Atlanta.
Now Gurley. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Ryan's pass taken in by Ridley, and he'll be stopped right at midfield.
Complete to Calvin.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
On first down, it's Gurley. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Operating from the gun, Ryan. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones is intended receiver, and it's 3rd and 5.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
The Falcons on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
From midfield now, here's Ryan. And yet again, Ryan is intercepted. Picked off near the 34. Past the 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. That pick six extending this lead even further. Boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the third quarter. But if things don't improve fast then, I think the backups get a lot of play in the second half.
Lutz will look to add the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half.
Makes the score Saints 34, Falcons 3.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And this will make it into the end zone. And Hall not going to bring this one out.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play too.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. This pass into the hands of the running back, Tom Gurley. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
I know you're trying not to scoreboard watch, but you only got 3 points. You're kind of hoping that type of play there gives you some positive momentum going into the half.
Yeah, need to do something to get more than that 3 number that they have on the scoreboard right now. On first and 10, it's Ryan. Short throw underneath to Hurst. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down.
At the 41-yard line.
From the gun, Ryan. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's able to get this one out close. 25. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
And it's third down.
Throwing again, Ryan. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. Gurley's got the first down and then some. And he gets this one down to the 24. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for first and 10. Ryan will throw again. One incomplete. The intended target was Calvin Ridley, and that'll bring up second down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Again, Ryan. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far. But on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Younghoe Koo for the Falcons field goal. A 41-yard.
And his kick is good. And now they'll just need 4 touchdowns as the deficit is now 28. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
Younghoe Koo to kick off for Atlanta.
Koo just hit the field goal. Now he kicks off. Taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here. But my initial thought was that maybe he was just trying to blindly throw this one away, and maybe he was. But he's going to get away with it because as he tried to throw it over the left sideline there's a receiver right there in the area, so no grounding call.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. From the gun, it's Breeze. Backfield, that's complete to Kamara. Now we've got a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
On 1st down, Breeze. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Another try after the 1st down sack. Breeze, he'll air it out deep for Thomas. Stages of the 1st half.
By the Falcons. They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the 1st half. Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. And with just 1 second remaining in the 1st half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. It'll be Falcons football, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. And this carries into the end zone. And the half will begin with a touchback. set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Now, and his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at about the 31. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
Oh, going for Sanders downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Emmanuel Sanders, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
They'll buy some time right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And Breeze is intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust? And my goodness, another interception. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And he'll bring it all the way back just a yard or two shy of midfield. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35. Well, they definitely figured out something defensively at halftime, Charles. That's now 2 drives and 2 interceptions here in this 3rd quarter.
And I think the easy thing for us to say is, boy, they made an adjustment, didn't they? Or they showed him something different. I'm not so sure it's that as much as maybe he's just been impatient and forced the ball a little bit. In any event, as you noted, back-to-back interceptions thrown.
And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
From the 38, Ryan. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
On 3rd down, Ryan. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And he'll get this back across the midfield, striping down the 47-yard line. But to be frank, CD, this is getting tough to watch. I mean, you feel for him, but 6 interceptions, that's at a whole new level. It's not a good level.
It makes it tougher and tougher to come up with ways to try and support him. But you have to as a team because you can't just throw your quarterback aside. You're going to need him later on. But it reminds me of a time that a former defense coordinator of mine told me he was in a game where his quarterback threw 7 interceptions. So after the 6-1, one of the defensive players went to the quarterback and said, here's what you do. Throw the ball to the other team, and let's see if our receivers can pick it off and turn it into a completion.
That's just mean. I don't know that I'd go down there and say that to him right now. Probably pretty fragile. Trying to lay one up deep. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Read it well, and it's picked. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go.
10 at the 34-yard line.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Ryan. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off near the 44. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Throw left side going to be taken in by Harris. And they'll get him down after a pickup of of 8, 2nd and 2. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
At the 48.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Here's Breeze. That'll be complete to Cook. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Breeze now on first down. It's caught, Stills, right side. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good, soft in spots. There's an easy throw and catch for another first down.
Kamara there with a first down carry, but not much running room, and he takes it forward for only a couple. It's second down.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Again, it's Breeze. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. He was trying to hit Thomas that time, and it'll bring up third down.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. Now Breeze on third down. Interception. Picked up by DeMonte Casey. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sideline.
And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Todd Gurley, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Falcons use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
And that touchdown ends a streak, for lack of a better word, of 3 field goals that they put on the board previously. They finally cracked the code.
Yeah, they've been down there. They've been in enemy territory, as you said. They just hadn't been able to punch it in until that point. Now the extra point.
The point after. Makes the score Saints 34, Falcons 16. Younghoe Koo to kick off for Atlanta.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
Saints take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
And here's a throw that's taken in by the tight end Cook. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
Makes it
not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
5 men in the secondary now for the Falcons on third down. Throwing now is Breeze. And he finds Cook. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup. First down, New Orleans.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds it for the first down.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. What a great move, but he'll still be stopped shy of midfield. 7 yards there on the first down screen play.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Off the play fake to Kamara, it's Breeze. Looking long for Thomas. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
The Saints on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. That gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. To throw is Breeze. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards.
It's a gain of 7.
Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down. A nice safety.
And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes.
Well, enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
3rd and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here. Play action. Breeze. Now Breeze wants the football. Offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
A punt of 46, a return of 5. And the Falcons will get it 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down. Throwing again. Ryan. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
And he he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now second down. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Flushed out right. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
On third down, they'll run it with Gurley. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the first down. Call it a gain of 5, fourth down now.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
The Falcons will go for it. It's Ryan. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Here's Breeze to throw. And brought in by the tight end Cook. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Give him 18 there, and the Saints have a first down.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, fourth quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Brought down at the 13-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up second.
So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. Rolling to his right. He's going to take off with it. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. They'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down.
I like his thought process and his ability to move and get downfield. But what I didn't like was the final decision, to go out of bounds. They want to keep the clock moving. Instead, they give the defense an extra timeout.
On third down, here's Kamara. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter.
The first play of the drive there is incomplete.
He was trying to get that one out to his running back out of the backfield, but that one was read and timed perfectly, and they were able to break it up.
4-yard line.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. To throw again, Ryan. And Jones has it over the middle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. From the gun, it's Ryan. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect. 2nd and 10 now. Ryan. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Got to be wary of throwing an interception here because the defense knows they're going to get tested deep. That's why they're going to put a couple of extra guys back there to try and prevent that.
Yeah, late in the 4th quarter here, trying to preserve the lead. On 3rd down, Ryan. Flush to his right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball has been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They're going on 4th down. It's Ryan. He's going to let it fly. And that's caught inside the 30. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game.
And the Falcon 1st down.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Throwing again, Ryan. Left side completion to Jones.
Complete.
The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
To throw again is Ryan. Dancing to his left. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
From the 4, this is 2nd down and 1.
It's Ryan. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Janoris Jenkins. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Intercepted. The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 6-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And this crowd has certainly liked what they've seen. Their guys fully expected to win this one coming in, and they have not disappointed as they've got the big lead here in the 4th.